how's it going everyone? Today we are going to talk about the Fesley FLP350 guitar. Now this is a Les Paul guitar, kind of a Les Paul copy with two humbuckers in the neck and in the bridge. You can see it right here. That's where the guitar right now is sitting, and I'll be playing a few more clips later. Go through an in-depth breakdown of this guitar. I have this for about a week now. I tuned it, and for the most part, it's actually not too bad. But there are some issues that I found, and we're going to discuss why there are some of these issues. For the most part, you'll probably understand that this guitar is more on the cheaper side. It's more on the affordable side. You can get this for about $200 as of the recording of this video. It's about $200 including shipping. So, you know, for that type of price, it's kind of hard to complain about anything else. There are a few upgrades that I do want to mention on this guitar that you can do, and you should do actually if you plan to make this into your main guitar if you're playing, things like that. So something to think about. Okay, so now we're going to plug this guitar in, and we are going to use some effects, see how the guitar reacts to these pedals, and see if it actually sounds good. One of the things I'm going to use is this STRITCH OCTPUS Polyphonic Octave pedal, right? It's this one right here. Okay, and this pedal here, I got it from Temu, and it's actually pretty nice because it's only $50. So for $50, I figured, why not? Let's give it a shot. Let's give it a try. And that's what we're going to do. And my friend is here, so I'll be right back. Is it worth it? Is it something there that's better for $200? I've played a lot of these types of guitars, and I can tell you for the most part, you're getting pretty good value, okay? And if you only have $200 to spend, I would just buy this guitar right off the bat. But there are certain things that need to be improved on in order to make this guitar usable, all right? So that's some of these issues might actually be big issues for you. And if it is, then this is probably not the guitar for you. But I would just preface and say this. The issues on this guitar is going to be prevalent on guitars in this price range. And that is tuning stability. You're going to find it very difficult to get a guitar with really, really excellent guitar tuning stability for this price. And the main reason is because the hardware for tuners, a good set of tuners, it does cost money. And if you're paying $200 for the whole guitar, including the wood, the pickups, the neck, all these components, you're gonna understand that they have to, just basic economics. They're gonna have to cut corners somewhere, labor, whatever. Show you some up close footage of this guitar, just to show you how good the the workmanship is. I was actually pretty impressed. Now I've played guitars that are twice, 5 times, 10 times the price of this guitar, and I'm not saying it's on the same level. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying that for the price to value, it's actually pretty good. Now, the other thing I wanted to mention is that for a lot of guitars with this type of headstock, you'll notice that they tend to not stay in tune as well compared to a Telecaster or a Stratocaster. And the main reason is the design of the neck. This is a Les Paul copy design, and they've also copied some of the flaws. And if you notice a Gibson and an Epiphone guitar, when it comes to the Les Paul, the neck actually does bend backwards a little bit, So, it basically goes from, the string goes through the nut, and then it gets pulled backwards and at an angle. Now, when you do that to the string, it loses the tension. Now, you compare that with a Telecaster or a Stratocaster, and you notice that the strings, after they pass through the nut, there is something called a tuning tree, which holds that height the same length and the same height of the string. Now, when there's less tension and there's less angle or pull on the strings, it tends to stay in tune better. I've noticed that on Telecasters that I've played. I can sometimes go a day or two without even tuning it, and it's still perfectly in tune. Compared to a Les Paul, I need to tune every single time I pick it up. Either the G string is loose or the intonation is off. And that's something that you're going to have to notice as well.